Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Rewind that. It's your girl, Miss K. If this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe if you like the vibe and hit that notification bell so you know when I go live, like right now, or when I upload videos like this one if you catching the replay, okay? So y'all already know that we have to talk about Raising Kanan, this last episode, this season finale, okay? Let me just tell y'all real quick that after watching this episode, y'all need to go back and listen to the theme song, okay? It hits way freaking different, all right? You're gonna feel a whole different way about it, and I'm talking about a good way, okay? So I got my little Southside shirt on, Southside Queens up in here, okay? It says Southside, we outside. I don't know if y'all can see all of that, but anyway, it's Queens. Look, I'm from Brooklyn, y'all, but I have no problem with spreading the love, all right? If an episode is that good, I have to spread the love to Queens, all right? Brooklyn all day, but I have to spread the love to Queens. Anyway, guys, Neek, like, I honestly thought that my theory was about to come true. Like, he was going to go out, in a blaze of glory and all of that stuff. And I was on my feet like, oh my gosh, my theory, my prediction. And I'm happy it didn't happen because I did change it like last week. And I was like, maybe he'll go out in a blaze of glory, but he's still going to team up with them. Or maybe he won't die. He's just going to team up with them. You know what I'm saying? And we saw what happened. So we're going to talk. Yes. Hey, Kara. Big ups to Queens, girl. I'm a Brooklyn girl, but, I'm here to represent. Like, y'all already know. Look, if y'all watch me, and you guys know a lot of y'all, my subscribers, y'all know how I give it up. I give the props where it's due. Like, I can be a fan. I don't mind. Y'all saw me with the Valerian wig when it came to House of Dragon. When I saw how the House Valerian was giving it up, I had to go out and get the whole wig and everything and show love. So that's what I'm doing, baby. That's how I'm giving it up. All right. So what's up to Mike Conley, Stream Elements, Jeremiah, Latumba, AG, Daria. I saw Damien in here. Hello to all of y'all. My team is coming through around 8:30. So we're gonna do a recap, just us, right? And then we're going to get the team in here so we can talk about the highlights. All right, guys. Girl, Samara, yes, had me so worried. I was in here bugging out, okay? What's up, VKJTV? All right, guys. So the episode starts off with our favorite crackhead, okay? And listen, I'm glad they didn't waste no time, baby. They did not waste any time because this dude was going to cause problems. Marvin had to tell him, look, I told you, I warned you that if you are seen out in these streets, if you come back, I'm going to have to lay you down. I'm going to have to put you down. And it's so funny when they talk about putting somebody down because it sounds like, that's the words that I normally hear when they're talking about a pet. You know what I'm saying? I got to put my dog down and stuff like that. So when they talk about that, when it comes to these people in these streets, it'd be like, Anyway, so poor Sam had to go. But listen, at the end of the day, he went out like a G the way he wanted to, I guess. He didn't really go out the way he wanted to, but he's a crackhead, right? So he kind of went out the way he wanted to. But then when we heard the whole backstory of him, how he used to be a CPA, like this dude was an accountant. They used to trust me with their money. And then one smoke of that pipe and all went up in smoke. And it's a very sad story. And I'm like, Marvin, stop listening to this ninja talk. You have to pull the trigger, okay? We don't need you feeling sorry. But one thing I'm seeing with Marvin, guys, I don't think we have to worry about him actually changing and leaving the game. Not yet, if at all. I think the thing with Marvin is that he's just, when he expressed to Juke in last week's episode, I believe, he was just basically saying that, I've done a lot of bad stuff and I think it's time to do good. And we see at the end of this episode that his good has came back for him. And remember, when he put him on the bus that time, I think in last week's episode, I did say I was hoping that it was going to be some good to come back to help Marvin. But instead, he screwed up, so he had to get done up. You know what I'm saying? But the dude in the wheelchair wind up coming through for Marvin, because you know what? That good deed did not go unpunished, unnoticed. He was talking his trash when Marvin was letting him on the elevator, and Marvin let him talk. Marvin let him talk his trash. You know what I'm saying? But look what happened, yo. When he needed his life to be saved, this dude opened the door and was like, "Yo, come in here, come in here." I was like, "Marvin, go, Marvin, go." Guys, if you can hear my earrings clinking up against my necklace and stuff, please let me know, because I'm going to take them right off because I don't want it to interfere with the sound. All right. But anyway, you know, I had to put on a little bamboo earrings and stuff because Rock was giving it up in this episode. I was like, yo, she is giving queen. She is giving beauty. She is giving pretty, ghetto fabulous. I was just here for it, yo. I was here for it. So I said, I got to come through. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, guys, so he had to go. It was a sad story, and he kind of left him with one little, you know, first, I gotta smoke. Let me hit this one more time. You know, I would have loved to hear him say detect before he leave, but he couldn't do that. You know, he wasn't talking to no detective, but he just let Marvin know that, you know, just that sometimes that one turn could just, and that's it, you know, going back. You know what I mean? Support game, and thank you so much. He says, Miss K, waiting for your cameo in Raising Kanan season 3. I receive it, honey. I receive it. Thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, so next, we get Rock and Unique, and they're meeting up at Lamont, and we know that Lamont is like a neutral territory. Like, you're not allowed to fight or do any type of bloodshed or anything like that at Lamont, which I love. I love the fact that they have rules, you know what I'm saying, and codes. So, you know, she's letting him know, he's confirmed that, yo, they coming for you. The mafia, the mob, they're coming for you. And she said, let me guess, you gave me up. And he was like, you know, that's not my style. I didn't do none of that. I'm just letting you know what's going on, you know? And she was like, well, you know, after all this is done, how about you come, you know, and work for me or whatever. I mean, she didn't say work for me, but he knew what it was. And he was like, so you mean work for me? Because that is not going to happen. You know, that's not me. That's not me. So, you know, and then he started flirting with her and all that stuff. Like, I was like, oh my gosh. And, you know, first she's like, wait a minute now. We was trying to kill each other for a minute. Now you over here trying to act like you want to get something. You want to get with a sister. And, you know, when he left and, she did look like she was a little flattered. You know, she had a little smirk on her face. It was a very cute moment. And, you know, I think it was good for them to have this kind of conversation, because, you know, he came back at the end for her. And it was so weird because it's like, what was going on through his mind when he winds up coming back after the mob hit him up? What made him come see about Rock? I love that. I freaking love that, y'all. Yes, I'm feeling better. You know, it's in and out. Thank you, Vacay. Thank you so much. So this is definitely the wrong freaking picture, guys. I hate when that freaking happens. So let me get back on track. That was annoying. Very annoying. I hope that my stuff is in line after this, because that was not supposed to show up. But anyway, we have our most annoying, most infuriating person to us, and that is this chick right here, Burke. She's asking about where Sam is, because of course she needs that info. Sam ain't nowhere to be found. They let it be known that he had money he ain't want to share. Okay, so you know she's always digging, and I'm so sad that she's coming to season 3 with us, guys. So sad. So now we also have Sal, and he goes to meet up with this godfather in New York, and he's out of Howard Beach. I had his name, I totally forgot it. If y'all got it, please put it in the chat. It's probably not going to matter because I'm not going to bring him up again, most likely. Maybe when the crew comes. But anyway, he's basically getting permission. Like, you know, I have this problem with this broad, you know what I'm saying? And he lets him know, Godfather Tony Danza lets him know that, I know she came to see me, and I don't want nothing to do with the movies. Like, I freaking hate when they use that word. But anyway, I don't want nothing to do with the movies, you know? And so they're like, all right. You know, he's like, you know, you keep that stuff that way. I told her the same thing. I don't want nothing to do with it. You keep it that way. You know, we supposed to be sending the trash up that way in Jersey, not the other way around. Like, I don't even want to hear about this no more. For real, right? So then he also said, oh, Stefano, thank you, Naya. So then Stefano tells him, listen, she also bought like a huge tank. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, you need to give up some bread too. Like, so anyway, he basically gets the blessing. Like, do what y'all do, handle it, but I don't want to hear nothing about it. That's it. So he got the blessing, and so did Rock, because Rock checked in, right? So we have Juke, who is now freaking like, she decided, listen, she put it all together that Corey done set her up. Some people were already kind of speculating on this, right? That she set him up and everything. And so here we go, guys. She confronted him and she was like, yo, you told my mother this and that, right? And it wasn't even that he set her up. It was freaking the mother, Kenya, set him up. And I was like, set her up, because she felt like she knew about Juke's lifestyle, which I still don't understand how she knew, but whatever, right? I'm not going to keep on going that far. So she's like, yo, you set me up. You went back and told my mother this and that and the third, and she just pressed him, and he called her a ugly dyke B or something like that, and she wailed off on him, and I was like, yes, Juke, get him. So he tried to swing on her. Child, she took him down, start beating him. She's like, you want me now? You want me now? You want me now? Just kicking him. I was like, good for him. So the cops show up. Thank God for him. You know what I'm saying? Because terrible. And she said, oh, he was just kicking it. That's my guy. I was like, yes, Juke. I loved it. He was like, yo, she just came up on me. I didn't even do that. Whatever he said, she just snuck me or something like that. She said, man, I came up to him and he didn't do nothing. Little punk behind. So later on, she's locked up, of course. When she gets out, makes bail, whatever the heck it's called, and not bail, it was something else. Yo, you know who it was. And she's trying to cash in a favor. So Burke is trying to cash in this favor. And Juke was like, of course it's you. And she asked the stupidest question, like, is Howard your cousin's father? And she's like, what? Like, no, DEFCON is his daddy. Everybody knows that. That's why Kanan's last name is Stark. And it was just really stupid for her to ask that question. I'm tired. I'm tired of the rookie. Like, I'm just tired of it all. It's just annoying to me. And Karen says, that is Marvin's child. Exactly, honey. I loved every moment. All right. So before Juke leaves, she's like, you know what? But for real, though, thank you. Because first she had the joke like, oh, the white cop is my guardian angel and the black one is Kanan's daddy. Like, so she had her little jokes and everything. But, she warns her when Juke walks away. She says, you have been helping me. So I'm going to let you know this. Like, there is some folks that's after you. You know what I mean? It's not, I can't tell you who, but yeah, they coming for you, like folks on your side, your side of the tracks. And so now she got this little stupid look on her face. I cannot wait, guys. I just can't wait. Meanwhile, we saw a scene where Fame was saying he was telling Kanan that he can only last about 2 weeks with the money that they got. So now he comes up to the spot and he's taking stuff. Why? Because and Marvin calls him out like, what are you doing? Like, you taking stuff, and I know you've been taking stuff. And Kanan was like, yeah, it's mine, And honestly, I just need a moment, just an episode where Uncle Marvin goes to town on this little dude here. Like, he needs a thorough behind whooping from a grown man that is not somebody outside of the family. So it either needs to come from Marvin or Lou. And I need it to come from Marvin. I feel like it just makes more sense. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm tired of it. Like, he got on my nerves less this season, but with this moment right here, he got on my nerves. Like, oh, this is mine, this and that and the third. So it's like, okay, you know what? You want to say F your mother and all that, but when it comes time to getting this product, it's yours. I just couldn't. I couldn't now. Anyway, so now we get to this scene. Oh, Marvin did let him know that he was going to tell the mother, and he said he don't care. Okay, this is mine. And this is also what happens when Rock tells her son, listen, this is your kingdom to inherit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the dude got to understand that there are ways to get to this kingdom. Okay, don't get disinherited. Okay, come on now. So now we get back to I'm sorry, not back to, but we get to this scene with what is his name? Lou, right? And he's looking at this paper, and I saw it said like over $30,000. So I'm like, what is this? Is this a bill? Like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? But here we go. We already know that this is him finding out that Rock has ownership of the label. And of course, anytime you go towards his dream, like his passion, you know that it really, really pisses him off. You know what I'm saying? So now we get to, and we're going to talk about this scene later, guys. I'm trying to go through it because the team is coming in around 8:30, so I need to get through. I wanted to kind of do like a recap and everything before the team comes in. Hey, Danielle and Big Boy. I'm sorry, Big Smooth. And so if I'm not really in the comments, it's because I'm trying to get through. Don't worry, when the team gets here, y'all know I'm gonna read the comments and stuff like that. So, I cannot forget about the Real Love bootleg. Okay, she comes through. Ziza comes through talking about I made a beat. Oh, look, DeMarcus. Hey, me and you are on the same page. So, excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. So, she comes through like, oh, I'm so glad you're here. Like, I made a beat. Like, she made the beat herself and all that. And she had already told him that she cannot, she told her parents that she wasn't going to come to the studio anymore because they were scared after the whole thing with Cartier. But anyway, she's like, I need to get in the booth. And then you get into this beat. And I'm like, what is going on? No, like last week, people were saying she had like this sound of faith, which I didn't really hear at the time. I might have to go back and watch that. But she had the sound of faith. And then with this one, she sound like, she got the Mary J. Blige beat. And I'm like, stop it. Stop. Not y'all, but them. Stop with this Ziza. By the way, guys, I'm happy Ziza's gone. Yes. Listen, when she got it, I was like, yes, she's out of here. Out of here. Even though I thought that there was going to be more with her character to get on my nerves. But hey, we got more people coming to get on my nerves, such as Juliana, and we will talk, okay? But I think I missed a super chat, so let me get that really quick before I move on. Hey, Eric. So what do you think Kenya was trying to tell Rock? I have no idea. I think she might have wanted to see if Rock could intervene for her and kind of like be a mediator between them two. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't happen. I knew once she showed up, it was going to be a problem. Like, this is not the time to show up, sweetheart. We're in the middle of a war. Little do you know. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So now we also have the man, which a lot of people already knew that the old man was the one that heard the situation going down with Fame, with his first body. Don't know if that's going to be his own body. I mean, his only body, but that's, the body. My girl Moochie is in the building. What's up? She's my mod. So y'all be good. Okay. Y'all always good though. So I even said this last week. I said that some old people in the hood know what's up. They know not to make no noise. Okay. Shut your mouth. No, I don't know nothing. I guess I don't remember. He gave him the card. He threw it down. Hopefully he stays like that. Cause you never know. You know how sometimes these detectives come back and they try to, you know what I'm saying, manipulate you into thinking that something else could happen, but we don't know, right? All right, so now we get to this scene, and Rock is over here telling her brothers that, Unique came and told her that the mob is coming after her, but she don't, he doesn't have anything to do with it. She does believe Unique and all that. They tell her Unique is out for self, and, she's like, look, I understand. You know what I'm saying? So the brothers are just looking at her like, oh gosh, here she go. Like, they don't really agree with this whole trying to go to war with with the mob. You know what I'm saying? Like she's telling them stuff like it ain't even a bump in the road. It's a lane change. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're not really, they're listening, but they just looking at her like this chick over here. Oh my gosh. But she's saying to them, like, this is how it is. It's probably going to get worse before it get better. You know how she do when she gives her little pep talks. But at the same time, it's like, girl, there's some dangerous waters that we in right now. All right. And no one wants to get hurt. So after this, first of all, Lou, he has a whole attitude because he needs to figure out what the heck is going on with this money situation this Carver Bank or whatever the heck that was, that whole document, right? And he is about to go to the bank and find out what that was. So Marvin's asking his brother, "Are you okay? What's wrong?" And he was like, "No, everything is not okay." And that's when he went to the bank. So now she comes up to Marvin and she's like, "There go your brother, the one we used to be able to rely on and all that." And he was like, "Yeah, we still can rely on him and stuff. You know, he just don't want nobody to get hurt." And she's like, "Since when did you start sticking up for him? Remember when I told y'all in the very beginning of this season that I just need Marvin to back Lou?" And he started to come around to do it. And I'm so happy because I hate the way she kind of like is in, like pins them against each other. I hate when she does that. So here we go. And she's like, how you defending him? And he done left you with the bag plenty of times. And he's like, well, he sure didn't hesitate when it came to put that dude down that shot at me. And she didn't have nothing to say about that. So this is when he has to tell her what's going on with the little pup in the streets, aka Kanan. Okay. And she was like, "Really? Like, how much did he take?" He said a couple of thousand something. He said, I forgot. Anyway, it was a lot, you know what I'm saying? Enough that he should not be ripping nobody off. And she said, "All right, I'm gonna deal with him." So she we don't know how, but when we get to the scratch in my head moments, guys, we are going to talk, how we do, because this was a part of one of my scratch in my head moments, because I just the whole Kanan thing was just a lot for me. But so now we have him at the bank, and he finds out that it's Rock who she had taken over Crown's share. All right. If anything happened to him, she got his share. So now he's pissed off. And then we also have them doing a little drive-by on this is them coming at. First of all, you see they put down Jimmy in the last week's episode, and now they're about to they are declaring war. It's already been war. It's already been declared, right? But now they're like, all right, we about to do this for real, for real. We're not playing with y'all. Okay, we already heard y'all coming, so we gonna make the first move. So here they come. They had their mask on and everything. You got Lulu all the time with the gum, putting in that work with that gum. Like he a baseball player. They call him the hitter. Okay, come on now. Anyway, is it Reggie Jackson? I don't know if it's Reggie Jackson. I forgot the first name. It is Jackson, right? I feel like Reggie Jackson is a singer. I don't freaking know. No, that's Freddie Jackson. Yeah, it's Reggie Jackson. Time to get your Reggie Jackson, or you got that, get ready to swing. Anyway, him and Marvin get ready to put in that work. They slide by, they shoot him up. Then we get this dude coming out late. He better be happy he didn't come out, okay? Because he would have been shot up. All right. So now we get to Rock and Marvin going to meet up with Abe and freaking Tremont. And she's like, all right, now I just need to know where to deliver the package to, like how we gonna move forward with this business because Cartier is gone. So this dude gonna talk about we don't need the package. Like, and she's like, excuse me, because they looked at each other and she was like, what the heck was that? And he's like, yo, we don't need your package and all that, but here's the money for coming through for Cartier and everything. I mean, look, they did go around her, which was very messed up, and I hope they get theirs, but at least they paid her. But that ain't enough, because she was like, we not done until I screw you the way y'all just screwed me. And I was like, yes, girl, come on now, get with it. I love it. This is what we got to look forward to next season. And I said this to my squad last week. I said, when he said that whole thing about the whole, she's colder than Cartier, I said, that might not be a good thing. What does that mean for him? Does that mean that he's going to want to get away from her, basically? Like, if it's fair, he might make a move. So we got to watch him now, because for him saying something like that, we don't know what the heck he's going to do. And here it is. This is what he did. He's like, we not working with this chick. Plus, it's all about cutting out the middleman. We got to cut out the middleman, because Cartier was all up in our stuff, and we don't need nobody all up in our stuff again. Okay. So who did they go around her to? They went to Joaquin. And child, it's gonna be problems. I can look. They set it up lovely for next season. All right, guys. So now she goes to Joaquin and Juliana. And she's like, yo, what is going on? Like, how you going to just do me like that? You know, with all due respect, this is not how business is done. I think you need to check your cousin, because Juliana was like, oh, it was me who did it. Looking all stupid with her freaking hairdo. Like, your hair looks a hot mess, girl. Like, it's giving 80s rock. Like, I'm just not loving it. I'm not loving it. She has to go. I'm annoyed. I like her when she had her little, ponytail pushed back, whatever, and she was the little I don't know, damsel in distress or whatever. Like, just go back to that. Not to say you don't want her to be empowered, but I will always said this since last season, that Rock is probably going to have to watch her, because I always saw that Juliana was not going to be able to be trusted after she done came through for her. She wasn't going to be able to be trusted. I saw that she just had it in her to turn on Rock. Now she got this little fake what was that cartel boss look? You know how the chicks be running the cartel. She got that fake little boy, and it doesn't suit her, honey. Not with the hair. You gotta do something about the hair, baby. It's not suiting you. So she has to tell her, listen, you punching up, and this is like this is you in the wrong weight class, boo. Because child, it ain't about how much you could throw. It's about how much you could take. And baby, when I get through with you, it's gonna show. Can't take it. Cannot take it, just like you couldn't take it when your husband was doing it. Nope, listen, I ain't trying to be funny, but she over here calling Rock, oh, it's weak for you to do this, to have it to be like this with Unique. It's weak. Then she over here trying to make moves and get mad about what happened with Unique and everything, instead of trying to be patient and trying to make her little moves, trying to get into the game like she's built for it. Then when she left, Joaquin was like, she's dangerous. Even Joaquin knows. She's like, oh, she's dangerous. And she's like, so am I. Where are you dangerous at? What have you done? What have you done? The only thing that you freaking did was finally, finally get the courage to have a woman who was powerful and use her to fix your problem. So start showing this dangerous side, my girl. And I can't wait for this. Listen, Moochie, shout out to Moochie. She always want to see a cat fight. I can't wait. I need to see a little cat fight with this one. But I don't know if it's going to be like that, because it might be some hands. And when Marvin was like, I said it might be some hands. It might be some, I don't know. It might just be guns, honey. When Marvin was like, yo, let's what he said? He said, let's not say something. Let's get out of here before we say or do something that we're going to regret. And she was like, yeah, you should listen to your brother. And Marvin shot her a look like, the way he looked at her, and the camera stayed on his face for a minute. So I don't know if that means that if stuff hits the fan, Marvin will be the one to take out. Like, I don't know, but you got to pay attention to that when the cameras be zooming in on folks and stuff like that, and their expressions and everything. So my crew is getting ready. My crew is starting to pile in, guys. So I got to run through this. All right. So now we have Juke, and she's back home. And Marvin at first thought somebody was robbing the place and everything. And she's like, no, why don't I rob where I live? And he got all emotional and choked up about this. And I was like, oh, this is so sweet. And then, he just kind of lets her know, like, we need each other. Like, we're all we got. So we got to take care of each other. You know what I'm saying? And he asked her, you want to go to Lamont's later? And she was like, word. And so it was just a very cute moment, but it was very scary, because when he stopped in the hallway, first of all, let me stop, because they brought up LT. We find out that he didn't have time for LT. He neglected him, so he sent LT away with a new family, okay, which was good for LT, okay. So Marvin he's walking away, and he's like, he kind of has tears in his eyes. And he's like, he didn't say anything, but he's leaving. And then you could just see him. And I was like, please don't do this. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Like, this is what I'm for real, guys. I'm giving y'all a reenactment. What's happening here? Because it gave me like last moments. Like, this is the last time I'm going to see my daughter. And I was like, please don't do this. Y'all, if y'all missed him, I said this last week. If y'all missed him before, why would y'all try to take him out now? So I was so freaking scared, guys. And Kayra says, at this point, I was so nervous. Me too, girl. Sheesh, man. So now we get Lulu. He is pissed off and he comes to Rock's house. Rock is mad because, she gets a little flower, like a bouquet, and it's a note saying, I hope you have a happy life, whatever, with your family and all of this. And, she's basically came into this with her family. Like, this is what she wanted. And it's like, she doesn't have Kanan and stuff is not going her way. And she's in a war and all of this. So she's pretty much going through it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, Rock, she's like a little homemaker too. You know what I'm saying? She'd be making pies and hooking up the food and whipping, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, like a matriarch as well, So this house is for her family. But it's not going well, so she throws the flowers against the wall, and Lulu shows up at the wrong freaking time. Like, here we go. I'm not doing this with you, bro. I'm not freaking doing this with you. So she's like, Lou is like, I just came from the bank, right? When was you going to tell me, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, I don't want to do this with you. So long story short, guys, she winds up telling him, because he was like, she was basically saying, like, you've been in your own lane trying to do your own thing and, just in your head, whatever she said, right? I can't remember verbatim. But he said, was I just thinking about me or in my bag or in my head or whatever he said when I helped out with Scrap? And she was like, I did Scrap, not you. You was too scared, whatever. And she said, as a matter of fact, I was wrong about him. I screwed up on that. I said, oh, Rock is admitting something? I couldn't believe it, y'all. I said it earlier. I said, if she does find out that she messed up, she ain't going to admit it. She going to freaking put it on everybody else. But I love how she kind of tied it all in there, talking about I got to live with that. I messed up and I got to live with that. Can you? This is what the job is about. This is what this all comes with, blah, blah, blah. So she was kind of breaking it down. Look, she was very harsh, but she's like, listen, I don't know how many times I got to go through this with you, but let me let you know really clearly right here and now, I own you, nigga. I was like, oh my gosh, this girl is cold. This is ice. This is rock on the rocks. You know what I'm saying? And Lulu was looking like he was about to snap. I was like, girl, might want to back up because I'm not sure if your brother is about to choke you out. So you might want to back up. I was a little nervous at this point too. And trust me, I think at this point is when I start looking at the clock, like pressing pause to see how much time is left. Like, oh shoot, I don't know how much time is left because child is getting real. Okay. So now we already saw at this point, we got Kanan and he's with his father, D-Tech, Howard. And he's with his father and he's like, what did he say? He said that he's basically telling the whole story about what happened with him and Detective Burke, because Detective Burke scooped him up off the street and took him over to the park. Like, is this where you shot him? Did you kill him? Did you kill him? Did you shoot your father? I mean, not kill him. Did you shoot your father? Is that the reason why you shot him? Like, she was just so annoying. Yes, bye, Ziza. She was so annoying because, like, she's just trying to grasp for straws. And I loved when he knocked her down. I'm sorry, because she's like, all right, you don't have to talk to me or whatever. And she puts him up against the fence and everything, trying to take him in. He pushed her down and ran. I was like, good. Because she shouldn't be doing none of this any freaking way. You know what I'm saying? And, by the way, Tonette Grayson, welcome to the family. Welcome, honey. So she's a new member. And I appreciate the support. She says, I don't feel sorry for Lulu. He got back what he dished out. Good point. So yeah, Howard is telling his son that he don't, at this point, we're not going to keep on doing this. We got to sit down and talk with your mother, okay? But before he said that, he said, don't worry too much about Burke because she don't know nothing. She only thinks she knows stuff, and she's trying to, she's trying to get more information out of you before she goes ahead and presents her case. So there you go with that. Mike Conley, hey, I think I missed another one, Mike. Rock set him up to kill Crown so she can get that. You know it. Thank you for the super chat, Mike. I think there was another one. I apologize for missing it. Let me see if I could go and get it. And I'm going to get ready to bring my crew in here because I am. Rock set him up to kill. Oh, you did it twice. I'm sorry. I missed you. Thank you, though. Hey, sissy. Yeah, Danielle says it was funny how Burke felt like a girl. Yeah, so yeah, we gotta chop it up with your moms now. So we already know after all of this, they are gonna be at the end of at the end of the episode, it's gonna be them two going to Rock's house. So now Lulu is pissed off and he goes back to Bulletproof Records and he's like, you know what? I'm done with my sister. I can't do this no more. By this time, guys, you see he's packing up everything. Like, I'm just done. By this time, we know that Sal has sent his hitters out. All right. And we got so it's showing where everybody is at this point. So Lou is at the studio when they come. We got Marvin and Baisley when they come, getting the count, getting the math for today. And then we got Unique. And he over here talking about, yo, the game, the crack is changing, yo. It's not the same anymore. We're gonna have to change with the game and all that. So I think that's also setting up for next season where they're gonna start selling something else besides crack. All right. So this is our dude Sal. He ain't my dude, but I'm just saying it. He dancing. Once he was dancing, what a lady, what a night. I knew it. I was like, this is it's about to go down. It's about to go down. And I was like biting the nails, which not really, but I was so scared. Yes, Kara. I was so freaking scared. And then Marvin, when they come blasting and Marvin gets shot and he let everybody else go. And then he was kind of trapped and he was telling somebody to open the door. I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? And here we go. This dude comes in. His good deed came back to pay him back. And I was so happy. And I honestly hope that we pick up right where we left off for next season, guys, because I need it. And then once Kenya showed up, guys, I knew she was gonna be done. I just knew it. But I got to get my crew in here. We got Unique coming through. And he hit it with the South Side. We outside. And I just loved it. So now we got to get on to the next segment. And I got to bring my people in here. And my first guest is Pretty Girl.
Hey, y'all. What's up?
What's up? Did you love?
I loved, I laughed, I cried. I did all the things, all of the emotions they put me through in an hour. It was ridiculous, but I was left happily pleased at the end of the episode. So I'm still a little nervous about a few things, but they definitely came through in the finale.
Yes, they did. I'm trying to make sure people see my Southside shirt, like Southside, we outside, but it's not working out because the camera be doing the mostest. Moochie, where are you, Moochie? It's time to come on, boo. All right. If you're ready, pretty Nita, please give me a thumbs up because I can't see you. Camera's off. All right. So can you give me your overview of the episode?
Yeah, it was pretty good. There were a lot of, I want to say a lot, but there were a few surprises that I didn't expect. A few things that I did expect. And yeah, it's just they in a way they closed a lot of chapters and then began some new ones for us to spill over, of course, for next season.
Loved it.
We had some deaths. We need more deaths because the people I wanted dead. Still alive and breathing. But at the end of the day, I'm cool. I'm happy where it left off. Raising Kanan, they do their thing. So I'm definitely, happy with the finale.
Absolutely, honey. Absolutely.
Hey, y'all.
So thank you, AG. Appreciate you. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Hey, Nita, are you there?
Hey, I'm here.
Hey, okay, because I was trying to get you to give me a thumbs up, but Nita, your favorite diva, is in the building. Hi, honey. So I need you to
better. You sound like
thank you. Thank you. I'm feeling better. But it's still lingering. So, I'm pressing on though.
Hey, pretty girl.
Hey, Nita.
Put that hammer up, boo, if you ready. Put the hammer up, boo, if you ready. Hey.
Look, Southside, we outside.
We outside.
Outside. Gonna misspell your hammers out.
Them hammers up. Put them clappers, them directors clappers up. All right. So, Nita, overview, please.
Yes, overview. This actually had me on pins and needles the whole time. I kept pressing pause. I kept on trying to see how much time we had left. I was just like so anxiety ridden. It didn't make no sense. But I love the zigs and the zags, and they kind of did stuff that you weren't really expecting. And I really, really liked it. And it really paid off for kind of like a slow paced season, but they really ramped it up for the season finale and just kind of like my mouth is just on the floor. So I really did enjoy it.
It really was good. Yes. And what about you, Moochie?
I was like, oh no. Y'all know I was screaming in here, right? Clapping my hands.
Yes.
Clapping my hands, screaming. I was worried about Lulu. I thought Lulu was going to choke Rock out.
Me too.
I was like, yo, he gonna snap.
Me too.
I thought that too. I messed up with Scrappy. He did like a double take.
Mm-hmm.
That whole scene was phenomenal.
Yeah,
phenomenal.
The body language, and when we get to it, I don't want to go too into it. That scene right there is so many elements to it because of the sibling factor.
Yeah. Yes.
And she knows how to get in his head and all of that. So that scene was epic. And you see how she made him a little boy in that, in that whole scene. He turned into a little boy.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. So
that's
yes,
my guy, Lulu. But look,
definitely got to talk.
Go crazy.
I was afraid, child. I was afraid. I said, back up, Rock. You better back up. With a dude looking like that and he's quiet.
Mm-hmm. The quiet.
And he got and he got the whole expression. Oh my gosh.
He had like the death stare.
Yes. I was like, girl, you need to back up.
I was like, no, Jesus, no, don't take out your sister.
I thought he was gonna snap.
I was like, no.
Yes, I was like, you really need to back up, okay? Eric Iverson, thank you for the super chat. He says, I fear that Lou will feel so trapped that he kills him. No,
we're not even putting that
out there.
He's not a weakling like that.
No. But thank you for the super chat.
He might put himself in a position to get taken out if he feels like he can't get out of this. But I can't see him doing that to himself.
I would hate that, honestly. Like that.
Not my Lulu.
Not my
Lulu. I've seen a lot of, not saying I don't want to judge the act of committing acts, but I've known of a lot of strong people who've done it. Not saying
I don't want to see that.
No, I don't want to either, but I'm just saying, like, I don't think a person necessarily weak if they do that. You could judge the act itself, but like I said, I personally know strong people who've done it to themselves.
I feel like Lulu is more of a kill the problem than kill himself. So that's the kind of route I feel like he would go.
Like, I'm not saying him specific. I'm just saying in general.
No, yeah. I'm just saying I feel like Lou is more of a kill the problem, even though people try to make it seem like he's not this way and he's not that. He doesn't want to be in the game anymore, but clearly he's still a hitter. He just doesn't want to be in the game. And unfortunately, because he wants to be out of it. Oh, I lost my thought. Never mind. I lost my thought just like that. Because that's why I got to stay out of the chat sometimes, reading and then trying to think at the same time. It doesn't work for me all the time. So anyway, Pretty Girl, can you please go ahead and I think I want to start with scratching my head.
There's a few, but the first one that just made me want to come through the screen and fight somebody is Joaquin. How do you have the entire audacity to give your cousin so much power? And you got the nerve to say you trust her business sense. This isn't a bodega, bruh. This is a drug empire. You are a whole connect, and you got the nerve to say you trust her businesses. This ain't the dog food that Marvin stole from the store. This ain't, the Playboy magazine that kids is looking at. This is drugs, girl. Like, I think she forgot. We may need to do a hashtag never forget when it comes to her, because obviously she bumped her head, or the heat got too close with them curls, because she forgot.
And too close
till she dies.
Me too, girl. You guys to go.
And I was thinking,
meet her in the garage the way they met your husband in the garage.
Hello.
Go ahead, pretty girl. Sorry.
No, you're fine. But Moochie, because I caught the part of your recap before I got on. I was thinking of Moochie too. I was like, I want to see a cat fight, if anything, too, between Rock and Juliana, because I would love to see that. Because Moochie always said she wanted to see a fight.
Yeah, I literally just said that too. I said, did you hear me? You heard me, Moochie, right? When I called you out, I said she always talking about a cat fight. And I want to see this one too, right? But I don't know if we gonna get that. I mean, she did reference boxing. So hopefully that's a little bit of foreshadowing.
I hope so too. I hope that was foreshadowing.
Right.
I want to see some hands being thrown.
Yes, that was my scratching my head moment.
Oh, thank you, pretty girl. DeMarcus, and you definitely right. That was a sure scratch in my head moment, because I love the fact that when I have a scratch in my head moment and then you guys come on and mention something and it's like, that is so right. You basically grab the one that I missed, even though I thought about it, like, how the heck, you know what I'm saying? But then you kind of remind me, and I love when y'all do that. So DeMarcus Vaughn, thank you so much. He says, Rock was looking at death in the face and still talking ish. Rock is a true G. Yeah.
Thanks.
I mean, she's just do what you got to do. I mean, look, she's going to go out like a G regardless.
Yes.
If you in that life and you already know what it is and she knows what it is, that's how you're going to go out. That's how you should go out. You shouldn't be like, oh, please. No, please. You know what you signed up for. Just like Cartier.
That's
curse them out. Like, well, this is what it is. I'm going to curse y'all out and let y'all know how I feel. So Marcus says, I believe Juliana is queen pin and Joaquin is the how? When she was getting her whole behind whooped. And that's not to diss you, DeMarcus. Thank you for the super chat. That's not to diss you, but the way I'm saying how is more like, that's more scratching my head. Like, how?
Right.
And why is he over here looking at her like that when she's like, you need to check your cousin? He was looking at her like as if he's scared of her and she got the power. Since when? Don't do that to us. Because she was a whole chick in a bodega, and she's the one who had who set Rock up with the connect, which is the cousin. So what? If she was the queen pin, she would not have been in that situation, yo. That's how I feel about it. Go ahead, Mooch.
If she was the queen pin, she would have took care of her husband herself.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's not a queen pin.
That's what I meant.
Money was in the bodega that Rock was bringing in. Mm-hmm. And she felt like she could capitalize off of this. She just saw a move and made a move. That's all it is. She's not a queen pin, and Rock is going to bring her down 2 pegs. Trust him. Watch.
Bring her all the way down.
The only explanation. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm done.
Oh, no. The only explanation I can possibly come up with this change is that she has something over him that's been kind of recent, Yeah. But that's the only thing that can possibly make sense, because it's like, how did this role reversal happen? Like, this makes absolutely no sense.
And
They're not cousins. Somebody, Jeremiah, put that. They're not cousins.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Jeremiah, but and then on top of that, she, we already talked about this last season, was like, how was he allowing her husband to beat her up? But then I also said that maybe it's because, when it comes to like family issues and husbands and wives, they don't get involved in that kind of stuff. Like, that's not my business. You know what I mean? Yeah. Especially it could have been their culture. All right. So Nita had to go. All right. So what's your scratch in my head moment, Moochie Scoochie?
My scratch in my head moment was how is he with this part right here, especially? How was he not saying anything? How did he become a mute and he's supposed to be the kingpin? How was he a mute? How was he mute in this conversation?
Right, and she's all of a sudden scary. Like,
once I saw she had a seat at the table, right? Pretty girl said she was gonna be a problem.
Yes.
Okay, once she had the seat at the table and she was talking, she was gonna be a problem.
Automatically.
I knew.
Because what are you doing? What are you doing at the table?
Yeah, what are you doing? You don't belong here. Now she messing with this low budget dude. What's his name? Abraham, the low budget dude.
Yeah.
No, not Tremont. Abraham's her man.
Abe's
a man. Abe's her man. Watch, we find out that's her boo. And this cheap dude, they not gonna last that long. Look, the budget dude, they not gonna last that long. Trust me.
Wow. Joaquin better watch out because she may take him out.
Oh yeah.
He's looking this soft now. Exactly. She's gonna be a threat.
Because they over there talking about something. He let her know, she's dangerous, and she's talking about something. Me too. And it's like, y'all heard me. If y'all was already, you heard me say where, chick where. So I need to see, even though I don't really want to see, to be honest, because if she do something to piss me off, it's gonna be even more. But I just want her to think like and think that she basically, I want her to get in over her head. You know what I'm saying? Just to where it's like, all right. But anyway, scratching my head. Okay, so my scratching my head moment goes back to, this was your scratching my head moment, Moochie?
That was that one right there. That was one of them.
What else you got? Because this was Pretty Girls, right?
Second one is with Detective Burke.
With
Detective Burke. How you hauling everybody in the crack house? You don't got ish. You don't got a leg to stand on. Even they laughing at you. Where can I find that crack house? Like you going to the nearest McDonald's in Southside? No.
I said I'm tired of I hear like pinging from a phone. I said I'm tired of the rookie. Like I don't want all of this. You know what I'm saying? Like just that rookie cop element is just it's so annoying
and played out.
And it's just no other way to put it. And like she's like a clown in these streets. You're like, when then go find them, B. Like they be cursing her out and all. Like she gets no respect. She's pushed on the ground. Like, you really effed up, Kanan. Okay.
I'm gonna get you, Kanan.
No, I was laughing when he knocked her down.
Yeah, that was hilarious. I was laughing
when he knocked her down. You can't like Kanan.
I was like, good.
I felt like a 10-year-old again, like nan and boo boo.
Yeah. I was so happy. AG, thank you for the super chat. She says, hey ladies, Juliana got some nerve. This is just revenge for Rock not dealing with Unique. Got a pressing curl and acting brand new. Right. And it's not cute, honey. I know that, this is the 90s or whatever, but it's not really giving 90s, it's giving 80s. Like, you need a different stylist, honey, who is in the times that you guys are in.
Giving Marie Antoinette, like, girl.
Yeah, because this is not cute.
The Dominicans used to lace me, even though it hurt, and I cried. It was lacing me with my doobie. So, girl, where you going?
You want to know where I'm going?
I can't stand it. Hold on, Mooch. I can't stand it. Oh my gosh! But thank you for the super chat, AG. I appreciate you, hon.
You want to know where I'm going?
Yeah, let us know, madam.
You don't want to know where I'm going. This is where I'm going, y'all. This is my prediction.
Okay.
I feel like Unique's gonna take her out. Just for a solid Rock. No, I'm talking about Juliana.
Oh.
I meant to say it, but we were still on it. But she might send him to do the job since they all working together. She's terrified of him.
Good.
You need
but you don't listen. You don't know.
Not be in that bodega no more, y'all. Let's just be clear that, y'all, because she done stepped up where she's not doing day-to-day operations like that. She's too upscale for that now.
That's the great.
I mean, you don't want nobody to I don't know. Should she not be in the bodega anymore after she's seen that whatchamacallit was, hiding the money in there? She might steal that idea. You never know. And plus, she needs a legitimate business. I mean, I don't know. She don't know about that stuff, but maybe her cousin can school her. I don't know.
Training day.
But let me find my scratching my head moment. Because I was talking about it earlier with everyone, and it was all about Kanan and the whole situation. And Rock is like, okay, I'm gonna handle him. So my scratching my head moment is that Kanan is able to be out in these streets. Nobody really knows where he is. He's kind of like on it, basically moved out in the middle of a war. And I'm like, this is the time to be reeling folks in, like telling Kanan, you need to be cooped up somewhere, stay off these daggone streets. I mean, I know that everyone that has seen him is dead, like Jimmy and Dominique the Donkey, but you know how the mob is. They could find out whatever they need to find out. So for him to be out in them streets like that was like, what the heck is going on here? Because remember how paranoid she was with that whole D Wiz situation and Buck 20. Like she was like, Kanan, eyes open, this and that, head on a swivel, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? She didn't even want him really going to school. So with this one, I don't know, maybe she was just under too much pressure trying to deal with everything. But I was just like, girl, this is something that the guy needed to be off the streets. But that's all. That was my scratch in my head because I just was like, why is Kanan still out here and he's robbing his mama? He should be pent up some deck. He should be locked up as far as I'm concerned. Go ahead, Mooch.
Marvin didn't even give him a warning with that. When he came to steal the Jeep back. Like, what are you doing out here like this? You moving like this and we got stuff going on. But you can't tell him nothing because it seemed like he'll do just the opposite if you tell him anyway. So I feel like with that whole situation, I know her and Sal Pacelli had that conversation where he was like, I don't mess with children. So maybe that's probably why she felt that he won't hurt him. He won't hurt Kanan.
Yeah, true.
But there's still kidnapping too.
Right. There's kidnappings and there's drive-bys. Like you saw what happened. There's drive-bys. Look at what happened with Kenya. Like it's more like let's get the kids out of here because the streets in our homes are not even safe. Like we gotta go.
I can't talk about my daughter.
Yeah. The streets in the homes are not even safe. So it's like, let's get the kids out of here. Like Marv didn't say nothing too. Like Juke, you need to he was just so happy his baby. He was just so happy that his baby was home. That's all he cared about. So Mooch, we're gonna start with you with the least favorite moment.
My least favorite moment. My least favorite moment. I was wrong about the old man. I thought he was gonna talk. I really thought he was gonna be like, yeah, that's them boys that was bothering him. He was gonna be that neighbor, but I was wrong. He's like, I ain't seen nothing. I don't remember. I ain't seen it, and I don't remember.
Yeah. It still may come up though. I don't think that chapter.
He still got the card, so he might use it. But I think he knows that they was like a menace to the neighborhood anyway. Teddy and his boy Kevin. So I not see them again, but
he probably ain't care. Like, yeah, get this guy out of here.
They was pissing in the elevator. I'm glad he gone.
My least favorite moment was with Burke talking to Adina, talking about they coming after her. He didn't say anything like that. The only person that told you that was Jukebox.
Right. That's true.
That was my least favorite moment.
Why would she switch that? That's the scratch in my head. Like, why would she switch that?
I was thinking from her point of view because Juke said your people. So in her eyes, it will only make sense, I think, that Howard would do it. Because I don't think she is really understanding, like, no, the captain onto her, the whole department not effing with her. But I don't think she realizes that. So I think to her, because she's Kadumbo, it makes sense that Howard is the only one that's after her. Just being naive that, the captain or whatever. That's what I thought. That's why she came up with that conclusion.
Yeah, she didn't actually say that Kanan told her, because it sounded like the way she was talking was like Kanan told her.
No, the girl, like,
how would you know?
High school girl. She said,
a high school girl. Okay.
Yeah, but she was like, how do you know that this is true? You got it from a high school girl.
Yeah. Right.
She was like, she's right, usually right with her information.
Right, Kara. So she needs to stop being so darn annoying. Just stop. Exactly. And then your problems will be solved. Do your job. Mm-hmm. Like, when are they going to give her an assignment?
Word.
The biggest scratch in my head moment of the whole freaking season.
She probably got on this
assignment. Why is she out here roguing? Like, she should have an assignment. Like, what is happening here? You don't have a case that you need to be working on? I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I gotta get a super chat. Hold on, guys. So then, pretty girl, you're gonna go with the least favorite after this. Rock Catch Your Body's episode, Rockabye Baby. True that. Thank you for the super chat, DeMarcus. I appreciate you, hon. So what is your least favorite moment, my love? Pretty girl.
Even though the scene was very impactful, like Moochie pointed out, but to see heartbroken Lulu like that, it just, at that moment, I said, yeah, he about to either be on that stuff or he eventually gonna kill her. Like, I felt, because when you feel trapped and depressed and like there's no way out, it's like, I feel like, when you in that mind state, it's just whatever. I don't care anymore. You kind of get numb. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm thinking. At this point, he just may just be numb. Like, he just, whatever he needs to do to cope, he gonna do it. So I feel like he either gonna, get on that stuff and or hurt Rock.
Mm-hmm.
But that was just the acting in that scene was just so superb. Like, I own you. Like, girl.
Yeah. I own you, nigga. Like, I was like, whoa, she done went down deep.
She
down
said
in the jungle deep.
To get it.
I'm sorry. Yeah, like, I gotta tell you that. And I've always hated that stance that she took when it comes to her brothers, especially him. I don't think she could tell Marvin that. Like, Marvin kind of set her straight in last season. Like, yo, at the end of the day, I'm your big brother. How you think I feel when you giving me orders? You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to show me some respect. I don't know if I want to come back and work for you, because I kind of like it out here by myself, not having to answer to nobody. I used to take care of y'all. So I think when it comes to Marvin, he could kind of pull the big brother card when it comes to her. But she got Lou on that off. Yeah. She got him on lock.
Because she's that, when the role I played, you play that, that sibling parent role. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, that takes it to a whole nother level, because I damn near raised you. He's like another Kanan in a sense.
He is. That's her first child.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
That's her first child. She probably was taking care of him from when he was a little boy. Because remember how they talked about the parents.
Exactly.
So that's why I was saying that whole dynamics of that relationship. She is like, she knows how to get in his head.
Mm-hmm.
And she knew how to make him get up and get out and get some, like, and do things when they gotta do stuff, like hits.
Mm-hmm.
And knew how to talk. She knows him.
Yeah, she trained him. She raised him.
Head. Now, as far as with this business, I don't know, man, because he's really pissed off. And once Lulu gets emotional, he don't think right.
Mm-mm.
So now we got, this is, if he does strike back at Rock, he can't do it off emotion, because if he does it off emotion, he's gonna mess up.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he's just trying to distance himself.
Yeah, that's what he looked like now. Like, he just want to get away. But She already said it. You do this all the time. This is the back and forth we do.
Right, and it's just talk.
So I'm going to just end this cycle for you. I own you.
Right.
You can't go nowhere because there's nowhere for you to go. Yeah. She let him know.
But I feel like if he tries to hurt her, it won't be immediate. Like, it's going to take a couple other things.
Build up.
Yeah, it's going to be more things that happen. And I even had the thought, like, if he tried to get at Rock, I could see Kanan low-key saving her life and killing Lulu. Because I feel like, like how we always, like, have that theory, like, because, what Kanan told Tariq, I feel like he does eventually probably have to put down a family member or something. Somebody close that he loves.
Lulu should have left with Jessica. Now, I don't know how that was going to work because who helped her plan that getaway? Crown Camacho.
And you see what happened with him. And it wasn't for that though either.
Exactly.
So, I can see her coming back and trying to when she find out Crown is gone, and she can come back and try to hem Lou up.
Oh gosh, I do not want Jessica to come back. I don't want I just don't want none of these.
I don't want her either though. But we don't know. I
can't. But I'm with you though. I do see her coming back for some reason. Of course, we all have said this. Well, I don't know about all of us, but I know I definitely thought about she would come back if Fame dies.
Me too.
Right?
Yeah.
We see that, but we don't really know what's gonna go on.
And he might still be salty about how she left and that she was messing with Crown Camacho. I'm just saying.
I mean, my least favorites. I mean, I think we pretty much spoke about it. It was the whole Juliana thing, and then it was that was pretty much my least favorite. The Juliana and the Juke and the not Juke and Burke just trying to snatch up Kanan. It was just like everybody that got on my nerves that was a part of my least favorite moments, and we already talked about that. So we don't, and that's why the thing about doing the recap first, so this way we don't even have to be on here much longer. But now we have to get to our favorite moments. And I'm gonna start with Pretty Girl for the favorite moments.
There was a lot. Because it involves both my two top ones, like people's lives getting saved. Okay, I'm gonna just say one of them. But the most honorable drug dealer, Unique, saving Rock. Like that was.
Come on.
I mean, the knight in shining gold tooth armor. I'm just saying, he just gave me all the things. I really loved it. Even with Rock, I think at first she kind of paused. Because I think she was like, "Oh, you about to get me next?" She second guessed him a little bit. I feel like it
was almost like, "Oh, this ain't you didn't want him to take your kill."
Yeah, kind of like that. I'm like, I don't know. This maybe get the draws worthy, Rock. I don't know.
I can't see them together.
Me neither. But I
can't see them together either. But I love the banter.
Yes. Yeah. I can't see them together, but it was just I'm so glad. Like I already told you guys that I was jumping up and down when he had the gun in his hand and it looked like he was about to have his Scarface moment. I was like, oh my god!
I'm thinking of you. I was like, Miss Gay. I'm like, no, don't go.
I had so many no Jesus no moments, y'all. No, that's when I'll be like, no, Jesus, no.
Yes.
When he came in, I was like, yes.
Oh my God. I already knew it. I said, this dude he is a nobody. He's not going to kill Rock. Like, if someone's going to kill Rock, they need to be somebody. That
is the one that came through the first night, Pretty Girl, that you was talking about when you was glad that she had the house guarded up. Remember they came through the first night last week and he was like, oh, she got security.
Yeah.
That was one of the guys. So he been watching that house.
Yeah. So I'm looking at him like he's a nobody. So I doubt if he's going to take her out, But as he was standing there and she's looking at him and I was like, who is it going to be? I just couldn't think. I'm like, who is it? Who the heck is going to come to the rescue right now?
I was thinking it was going to be Howard.
Okay.
That's what it was going to be Howard.
That would have made sense.
That's what I thought it was because I saw them coming back.
Yeah,
I thought it would be Howard too, yo.
Yeah, it would have made sense though because they already had we heard them already with that conversation saying we need to go meet up with your moms. I didn't know it was gonna be so soon, Well, what about when they came out the house and Howard was looking like Unique was looking at Howard like what the heck you doing here, and Howard was looking at him like what the heck you doing?
Yeah. I want to see that conversation.
Yeah, and Kanan was looking like Kanan was looking scared, and it was like, yeah, bro, like. It's not the time for you to be acting like you hate your mom. Like, this is real. You know the game that your mom is in. At any moment, she could die. And you got this whole attitude with her. Yeah, she messed up. Yeah, she kept a secret and all that. But first of all, nobody's in a position because they just don't know what tomorrow brings. But with their lifestyle, you're not in a position to try to hold a grudge on your parent because you just don't know what the heck is going to happen to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, but when he came and he did that, and then he helped her off the floor, and then he was like Southside. Like I ain't gotta say nothing else. It's just Southside.
Southside. You ain't gotta say
nothing. Girl, this was the scene. I know, like what you was talking about when it came to So clearly, this is obviously one of my favorite moments, but we're gonna talk about my other favorite moment, which we did already. So I'm gonna let y'all say y'all favorite moments, but this was definitely one of mine, and also the scene when the guy with the wheelchair let Marvin in the house in the apartment. I was just like, yes, I loved that so much. Those were my two favorite moments, but this was the top. This was at the top, which is why we got the Southside We Outside shirts on.
Look, I gotta get you one, pretty girl.
Yes. I got on the red, if that count. I got on the red.
You too. We got red on that.
I got you.
What's up, Savannah?
We outside.
We outside. And I'm from Brooklyn, and I'm over here repping Southside.
I know. I was both of y'all. I was screaming Kay's name where Unique was with the blicky. I had Moochie in mind, thinking about the South Side. I was like, I'm a Harlem chick, but yeah, the South Side.
Exactly.
I screamed when Marvin got hit too. I was like, no, Jesus, no.
Yes, I was so scared. And he was going down the stairs. They thought for sure they had him. Did y'all notice that? Did y'all notice that Dominique the donkey and the fat dude that was coming after him? They both from the Bronx cell, and they were friends, and they were the racist friends. Oh my god! I was like, okay, look at them little Easter eggs. But yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mooch.
I was gonna say when that scene happened, Marvin already had an escape plan. He had the escape plan, and so that this has been talked about. If Ish go to the fan, if the Ish hit the fan, this is what we do, y'all.
Yes,
we dumped everything downstairs to the next apartment.
Yes,
and we get out of Dodge.
And I love that he even thought of that. You know what I'm saying? Like we not gonna, if something goes on, we not gonna allow these people to take us out and take the stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we're not gonna leave, you leaving the stuff unattended. He led his people. He was like a true general. Like he led his people to safety, and then he took a bullet. He made sure the stuff was down the chute, like you said. That whole plan, which was over. That plan was mostly for the cops, but it's funny how they had to do it for them too.
It's for both.
Of course, it's for both. Of course, it's for both. But I'm glad that we was able to see that it's also for them as well. But it's 128 people in the building. Please hit the like button. Thank you so much. I see that there's 48 likes.
Y'all, it's free.
Yes, it's free.
It's free. We talking about the finale. Hit the like button.
Quick question for y'all, if y'all don't mind.
Yes. Can I read the super chat real quick?
Okay.
Sorry. Thank you, Eric. When Marvin was begging for folks to let him in, I ain't lie, I was about to tear up. Yeah, it was like, really? Like, when did Marvin do y'all so wrong that y'all can't open the door? Girl, she said she had the asthma pump.
You had the asthma pump? I was just like, no. And then when I see him roll out like this, and I saw socks, and he was like, come on, man.
Yes.
I was like, go ahead, Marvin, go. They coming.
Me too.
I was like, faster.
No, go ahead, Marvin. anything with Power History. This was the best. It seemed like they was listening to us.
Yes.
It seemed like they was listening to us and they covered all angles.
They did.
So that's all I'm going to say about that.
The best. Go ahead, pretty girl.
No, I was just a little frustrated because one of the main purposes and the reason why Rock got the deluxe, apartment in the projects is because we supposed to have lookouts. Now, if we wasn't playing dice and drinking and chilling, do y'all think that we would have just been ahead of the game? Like they would have saw the Italians come. Like y'all, it was like they not looking out, they relaxed, they playing music. Like everybody just relaxed. And I think that was part of my frustration. It's like y'all chilling. We at war. Like, and for your point, with Rock not telling Kanan, like, did we not tell the employees we at war? Like, what's up?
Yo, that's another scratch in my head. Because the whole point of her, you remember, we already know where she got the idea from Symphony. So you could see everything that's coming. Y'all didn't see that? Like you said, they too busy playing scratch. And this is the reason why, unfortunately, you need certain people to just always be watching on some micromanaging stuff. And people don't like to be micromanaged, but look what you doing and look what the heck happened. So yeah, y'all got to be micromanaged.
When she first brought Kanan to Baisley, she had people on the roof. What happened to that? You know what I'm saying? Like, like I don't understand. But I'm gonna just not be petty because I'm still happy.
You know what I'm gonna chalk it up to? When she got 40, she sent some people over there that took the people off the roof. But she messed up when she did that.
I can see that too.
She messed up when she did that. She was so busy trying to how you say expand. You're not thinking of the whole entire operation.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't get the company page.
No.
You did not get the memo about still having security beefed up.
Not at all, honey. Not at all.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Key Mac. He says, Miss K and Moochie, put them hammers up. I'm a huge fan, but not to get off topic, but I'm reading Fire and Blood right now. Go ahead now.
Yeah, Key Mac.
Go ahead and read Fire and Blood because we definitely going to have to talk. And you know I'm coming through with the wig, honey, for that finale, which I will be watching tonight, okay? Thank you, Key Mac. Now, let's get to this super chat. Eric Iverson, thank you again. He says, when Sam talked about how he used to be an accountant, that was the saddest part. It really was. And thank you for the super chat. It really was. And it made me want him to stop talking because I didn't want Marvin to change his mind. And I'm like, what is all this
trying to get them to do though?
Yeah, I'm like, what is all this talking about? No, and I'm like, Marvin, you got to do what you got to do. And I'm like, this is what I was trying to say. I think my point was, and this was early because I was trying to rush through it because I saw the time was coming for y'all to come on. My point that I was trying to say with Marvin in this whole situation where he's changing, I don't think we have to worry about him because some people were saying they feel like because Marvin is trying to be a better person as far as that, they're afraid for his life. But I don't think Marvin is trying to be a better person and get out the game. I just think he believes that he could also be a good person while still in the game. So I don't think we have anything to worry about that. He showed us that I'm going to try my best to do the right thing and do what I feel like is best. But if you push me, I'm going to have to take you there. I'm going to have to do what I have to do. So Marvin is always ready to do what he has to do. So I don't think anybody has to worry about that with him. Hopefully he don't go down, he don't change and be like, I want to get out the game because you know how that go.
Yeah, it may get there. It's like somebody mentioned, I think AG also noticed too, he cried, he put him down. He cried with scrap. Like he cried. He's been crying at the funeral. So even though that's kind of a normal thing.
Yeah.
But it's just, he's showing those emotions.
Yeah, he is. He's getting in touch with his emotions. And you know what? I don't know. I think that I don't know why the heck this keeps happening when I have a point and it's right there. I keep freaking losing my points. I don't know what the heck is going on. And did it happen? I know. And did it happen with Marvin before? I think it happened with Marvin before or Kanan. I don't know. It's just so annoying. I want to get it back so bad, but I don't know. Yeah, he's been doing a lot of crying. So, this is what I was gonna say. I feel like there is a reason why they had Sam say all those things.
Oh,
like, if it wasn't to be that he was gonna change his mind, be like, just get the F out of here, right? He wasn't gonna do that. So it was more so like, is there gonna come a time where Marvin thinks back on that conversation and he's like, yo, crack really be messing people up and we're helping it? Because he looked like he might get there. The way he's been so in touch and so emotional and all that, he does seem like he might get there at some point where it's just like, yo, this crack is killing folks and we ain't doing nothing but helping, like on his Leon revolutionary type stuff.
Yeah, even Unique was like, man, this crack played out.
Right. But I don't think Unique is trying to just innovate. He's trying to change with the times. I don't think Unique is trying to get out the game. He's trying to change with the times. Like, crack is not working. We need to move on to something bigger and better.
Yeah, I was thinking that and possibly another stream of income, but it was but now that Morel's gone, I don't think his plans will completely change, but it may push him further out the game. I don't know. He just seemed like just one of those.
I think that. Hold on, Mooch. I'm sorry. I think that now that Worrell is gone, it kind of puts him in a position where he don't have no choice. If he want to stay in the game, he don't have no choice now but to work with Rock. And maybe he won't have a real issue with it now because it seems like more like they really do have this understanding for real. And maybe he might feel like he could put his guard down with her a little bit because he saved her life. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. And at the same time, Unique is Unique. So he might, but I don't think he'll turn on her like that. But I just think that now there's a different understanding going on between them. And she even had an understanding when she was talking to her brothers, like, when they was trying to say something about him, like, yo, he all about himself. And she was like, I understand it. Like, I get that. So you can see that she's coming to an understanding when it comes to Unique, and he comes to an understanding with her. I feel like they always had that mutual kind of respect thing anyway, which is why I always wanted them to team up. But let's get to these deaths before we get out of here. Moochie, did you talked about your least favorite?
Pretty girl, I was going to say something about Marvin's backstory when you was talking about Sam's backstory and why we needed to hear that, because the last thing he says is sometimes in life you turn that corner and you can't go back. Right. And that was that last comment that Sam made struck a chord with Marvin, I believe. Yeah. I believe she did, because he was like,
he turned the water off after that.
People trusted me with their money.
Yeah, and I also thought it was a good touch to kind of humanize
because everybody saw him just as a crackhead.
Exactly.
Right. Yo, there's a lot of people.
And that's how it was in Jamaica.
Remember how that was on the corner? Remember the story with the corner, the show? Mm-hmm. The father was like you know what I'm saying? They was making money. He was successful, all of that. And then they were like, it's so crazy how that happens. And it's like, how? I don't want to know how. I know
because they brought the drugs to the
I know people get involved in it. But it's like, how?
Yeah. You know what I mean? I've seen people that was working, making money. And they used to dress fly, and then you see them turn into that.
Yeah, the C-head could have been a preacher, honey. Like, it's always, it's crazy. Like, and it just always baffles my mind when it comes to that. And that's why it's like, you hear the stories, like they tell you stay away from it. That's the reason why they telling you to stay away from it. Because it's real and anybody could get a hold of it and anyone could fall to it. You know what I'm saying?
I put Reaganomics in one shot game and put Reaganomics back.
Yeah, it's really, really sad.
That's why I love Snowfall a lot, because it shows the transition.
It shows the whole process. Exactly. That's what I like about it. Mm-hmm. But every hood USA didn't know that. Mm-hmm. And we finding this out now. How this was orchestrated against at one time, and this is real talk. One time, the area of South Jamaica, the average person, the black people were making more money than certain white areas. Mm-hmm. And before crack, we were making more money than them just from doing trade school stuff and blue collar work, working for the city, driving a bus, doing corrections, working for sanitation, meter maid, all of these city jobs. People was making a living and providing for their homes, and they were living good lives. Mm-hmm. Not to mention Wall Street. It was people down there working for Wall Street too.
Yeah, Brown Boxing says
that's what it is.
Brown on Boxing, I got a few folks I know had that monkey on their back and by the grace of God made it back to get to being better. Drugs and destroy a family in an instant. Yeah.
That's
so true. So true. That's why it's like, I don't know if it's a curiosity that makes them say, you know what, let me try it. It's not going to get to me.
Nah,
yeah. And it's like, because it's like, was that the thought? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to talk to somebody that was a few people, not just one person, a few people that they actually got on it. And I want to know like what it was. Because for the most part, most people that I know that were into it, it was their lover that turned them onto it. You know what I'm saying? So what happened to like the head of the household that got involved and all that stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like what made you do that? Were you under so much pressure? You wanted to get away from something? You needed something stronger than weed because they call the weed the gateway drug and everything. You need something. Like I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When I used to smoke weed back in the day, the next thing I thought about was not the pipe, but the coke, the cocaina. And I really thought about doing it. And especially it was because my cousin at the time was hyping it up so much because she had tried it. Should I be talking about this right now?
On keeping it real. I mean,
on live because I don't need them to be limiting my stuff and everything again.
This is a new Miss K docu-series. Come on, let's go.
I honestly thought about it. And just had it hyped because she was making it sound like it was just the best. So once you go through the highs of the weed, you're like, okay, this is what it is. It's boring. I know how it feels. I'm ready for something. I mean, maybe I should try something new. So I get that part when they say it's the gateway drug. I never tried it. I never tried it. God has been on me. Thank you, Lord, because there was some thoughts that used to be running through my head at the time. I'm like, God was like, no, you're not getting involved in that. Because I could have been, you never know. I could have been gone out there.
My only thing, I just don't understand how are there new crackheads?
Yeah.
That's the part I don't get. Because the 80s was different, it was new. After like 96, I feel like, what do you say, Moochie? You're on mute.
You shouldn't be messing with this. That's what it should say. When you in 95, 96, no.
That's what I'm saying. By that time, crack been around for a decade. So I feel like you was able to see what happens to people. 80, when it first comes out, I understand, like, I think of like Mel and Snowfall. Like, it's that new thing. You don't know the effects. You know what I'm saying? It's a new drug. But I feel like in 2022, even though there shouldn't be.
Like it's pills and everything now, though, right?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's pills.
It's always something.
Pills and meth.
That's
the new ish.
And meth be tearing folks up. They fake craters in their face, holes in your face, looking like freaking Viserys Targaryen. Like it's just not.
How we end up with a whole after school special?
Yeah, I know, right? People are probably like, can we talk about the show? I'm sorry, guys.
Sorry, y'all.
Sorry.
One Shot Gaming got pharmaceuticals.
I need women. I don't do drugs, guys. I don't do drugs. The only drugs I ever had was weed back in the day. I don't do that anymore. I'm saved, set free, and delivered now. Saved, set free, and delivered. I don't do that anymore. Let me make that clear. Sometimes I just want to be honest with y'all. The shows that we talk about, they touch on real life stuff and all that, Robbie, for real? Robbie, 104
crack, weed, and alcohol in 1993. God bless.
Yeah, gave up crack, weed, and alcohol in 1993. That's what's up. Amen to that.
Wow.
Amen to that. Yes, I did. Stop it. Delivered. Yes, delivered. All right. What we up to now? Favorite moment? We already talked about that because we about to get out of here. I think we're done. I think we did everything. Yeah, everybody's happy for you, Robbie, in the chat.
Like the video, y'all.
You're a wonderful person. You strong.
Like the video, share the video. Yes. If you are here for you came for the tail end of it, hit hashtag replay and press replay and play the whole thing back.
And subscribe if you're not subscribed.
And subscribe to all 3 of our channels.
Ew.
Miss K trying to get to 3,000.
No, I'm trying to get to 4,000.
No, excuse me, 4,000. Pretty girl trying to get to 1,000. I'm trying to get to 2. I'm trying to get to 2. Please subscribe to all of our channels. And thank you.
Subscribe. I love you guys. Listen, I just want to let you guys know for real that I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate y'all in the chat. I appreciate you showing up every week. And you guys are really seriously a highlight of my weeks and like my days when I come on here, for real. I love talking to y'all. I look forward to it. So I just want to let you guys know that I appreciate you guys, and hope to see you soon in the next video. You know, I feel like we didn't touch on something. Ziza is dead. Ding dong, the Wicked Witch is dead. Yeah.
I did mourn for like 1.5 seconds.
I did mourn for.
Do y'all think he's going to mourn for her?
I don't know, because this was my literal reaction when I saw her down there. I was like, yes, she's out of here. That's it. There was no remorse. There was no nothing. I didn't care.
Yeah,
I was done. Kenya's dead. Like that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to talk about the deaths real quick. We got Kenya. Kara said, "Who cares?"
I don't know. She mentioned her parents this episode, so I'm like, somebody gonna have some questions. And we still haven't seen the cops pull up from Crown's death with strangulation records. So Lulu, I think he's gonna have a lot of stress.
Yeah. I got look. We still got the Crown issue.
Tomorrow
I think next week for next week, guys, I want to have a prediction for season 3. Like normally I like to do that when we close out of like the powers, especially Power Book 2 and Power Book 3. I like to do a follow-up video before we totally close it, before the new season next year. I like to have a prediction video for season 3. Normally I do it by myself, but I think we can do it together for next week. Might not be a whole hour long because predictions, you know what I'm saying? So Ziza's dead, Kenya's dead. Who else? Worrell is dead. That's not really a satisfying kill as far as Worrell goes, but I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Ziza's gone. I thought she was going to do a little more, especially with the evil smirk that she made when she saw him pull out the gun. I thought it was going to be a little more. And Kenya's dead. Look, a lot of people were already calling that she was going to die, but they didn't know she was going to die like that.
Yeah, I didn't think she would.
They thought Juke was going to kill her. Go ahead, Mitch.
You know what? I'm surprised Ziza ain't pull out no gun when them guys came in there too, because she seemed like she was that type of chick.
She was faking, girl.
I don't know what she was about. I don't know what she was about. I just don't know what she was about. Like,
look, you just glad she going.
I am glad.
We about to sell hella records though, because y'all already know. I
needed to hear the words, like, because we over here talking about some real love. We got the real love, Bill Love. Like, and it was like, what is she gonna sing? Like, I need to hear what she's going to sing, because I couldn't deal with it. These beats, like, they gotta come up with something else. Hey, Cinnamon, she said Lulu looked more heartbroken after Rock cussed him out than he did when she died. And so did we miss the death? We got Sam. How many bodies? Sam, Kenya, Worrell, the dude from the club. Remember the dude from the club with the high top? He died at Baisley.
Duke.
Oh yeah,
that's the one that we. Huh?
Duke. That was his name.
Duke. So who did I say?
And the other guy, the guy that was with Marvin, when he was looked at him before they got out, he got hit twice. He's gone too.
The fat one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I don't remember. Zag. It's like, what was it like?
He got taken out right before Marvin went down them steps.
I thought so. It was like 6 bodies, yo. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't I tell y'all the body count was gonna rack up at the beginning of the season. Everybody was like, "Oh, they need to have Marvin's gonna die, Lou's gonna die." I'm like, they're not touching the main freaking characters, even though they tried to have me on pins and needles for a minute. But I was like, they have so many other bodies that can rack up. Don't worry, y'all. They will have they'll have your body count. Don't worry.
I'm not 100% clear on Marvin. Like, I'm hoping he survives, but we have to one see.
He only got hit. He got hit right here.
Yeah, but how long is it going to take to get medical attention? Unless Demo got a fire first aid kit from Walgreens. Woolworth. I'm pretty sure they're gonna make it out, but
he's gonna have him probably call Rock, and then you remember Rock is with Howard. Howard's probably gonna get there and all that stuff. So,
get him.
Yeah.
But they still in the process of going through what they going through too. Like, so I don't know. I'm sure
all I know is they better pick up where they left off. I don't want no 6 months down the line, no time jump. No, we need to pick up where we left off.
I feel like he's gonna get out, Marvin. He's gonna get out
for sure.
Yeah, I'm 80%.
He's gonna get out. We gonna talk about all of this tomorrow at 4:30, y'all. I don't know. I hope Miss K join us tomorrow because she got a busy schedule with a lot on her plate. I hope she could just move her space out, just like a little triangular space. And I hope Pretty Girl joins me.
Yes,
we're gonna talk about it.
Move some squares around, try to stick some squares into some circles, and try my best. Hammer it down. Take the hammer. Bam.
Mm-hmm. Look, I got it set up. We're gonna have a whole bunch of word scrams. We're gonna have music games tomorrow. We doing a lot, and we making predictions for next season too. So we're gonna get into it tomorrow, y'all. We're gonna be doing a little of everything.
Valiant, that's a good point. He will say that guy is probably a combat veteran or had been around gunshots before. Yeah,
and but I think
good.
He got that wheelchair, y'all. Accessorized. That's all I'm gonna say.
I cannot. Did they have it back then in the 90s?
That's what I'm wondering. Probably.
I was thinking maybe he got a help, a home care attendant still there.
Yeah, he got that wheelchair. Listen, he got the wheelchair. Trust me, he's gonna get out of that building.
He might have friends. He's gonna be all right.
No, yeah, I'm pretty sure, but I'm still, I got a worrying grandma spirit over here. Okay,
look, we outside. He getting outside.
LSW, she found her spot. Moochie's spot is 4, right? 4 p.m.
4:30.
4:30. Yeah, that's a slot, guys. She done found the niche. And,
I can't go at 6 because somebody's doing something at 6. Yeah. And I don't want to step on nobody's toes. So that's my time. That's my time.
I missed the super chat. I'm sorry, Eric. Okay. He says once Burke said she would plant drugs on Kanan, I wanted her gone.
She was doing all.
She's been, I've been wanting her gone.
Knocked her ass down.
I'm so mad at Juke. Juke done dry. She done snitch on us. I was so Juke. What are we doing here?
Child.
She talking,
guys. I'm glad that I don't know. I'm just glad that
I got a question for you.
Certain folks are dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew he'd do the right thing.
My question is, what was your feelings about the whole about them going around and going to Joaquin right there? What do
I think?
What was your take on that? Because she said, you effed me, but I'm gonna F you back and my meat's bigger.
We ain't done nothing until I F you, right?
Mm-hmm. We ain't done that. It's my turn next.
Yeah, I think she's coming for him. Mm-hmm. She got to clear all of that out because she's definitely coming for him because, he did too much.
Oh, yeah.
She got the big meat, too, y'all.
It's a lot of people. Remember I told y'all that last week, though? Remember I said that when I said we got to look out for this dude, Tremont, because we don't know what the heck he's going to do? because he feels like Brock is colder than
that same tune.
What's his name? Why do I hear Nita?
I don't know.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh damn. Colder than Cartier, because he's colder than Cartier. I said that we gotta watch him, because if he fears her or feel like she might be another problem, then we gotta see what his next move is gonna be. And they showed us. One thing I liked about this season is that, and normally I don't really like that, but they dealt with a lot of problems in this season, and then they just set up a new storyline to go into next season. Because I thought that with the problems that they had this season, I thought it was gonna transfer over. Some of them will, but like I just thought like Ziza was gonna be around. I thought Cartier was gonna be around for a while. They really.
I thought so too. Especially when we interviewed him, I thought he was gonna be around for a while.
Yeah, he really made it sound like it was a bigger deal. But Calvin, I'm so sorry. I was looking through through the chat and making sure I didn't miss any super chats, and I sure did. He says, "Hi, I'm new. Question: when y'all think Breeze is coming?" Okay, Calvin. Thank you for the super chat. Now, excuse me. Hold on.
Get it out, girl. Get it out.
It seems as if I have to make this announcement
every week.
Need a microphone.
Get the megaphone, girl.
Yes.
And it is okay, because that means that folks are new and they're coming in, and I welcome you. I do. But let me tell you how Miss K feels about Breeze. I don't care about him. I don't want him. I hope he never goes. I hope he never shows up. How about that? Okay? I done said it 1,000 times, and I'll say it 1,000 times over if I have to, honey. I don't want Breeze. And thank you, Calvin, once again. Honestly, Calvin, I feel like I've seen you before. You probably playing games. You already know. You probably already know. Yo, some of these guys be playing with me. Some have even threatened, that you know who you are, to put a comment about Breeze in a super chat so that I will have to read it.
That's hilarious.
So y'all already know, okay? Stop. One shot. Do not feed into this nonsense. I don't want to hear it.
Oh,
please. Gosh.
Oh my gosh. The most famous character we never saw.
James Kelly said, I told you to eat some beans and you'll see Breeze. We gotta go. It's almost 2 hours. We have to go. I know we've been trying to leave for like I don't know how long.
You're like that auntie that come over and never really leave. All right, girl. Yeah. Oh, y'all heard about such a
yeah.
Your son ain't even here tonight. What's up?
Who?
Support Gaming.
You was here earlier. 3 things to remember about Breeze. It's all we know. Loves Alex Trebek, strong, not smart. Oh my gosh. Guys, thank you so much for coming through. And One Shot says it's probably going to happen after all the smoke clears. Maybe it will. And once again, I say I hope not. I hope that if he does show up, I said this before, that it's on the very last episode, the series finale. He's going to just show his face and he's going to say his name. And that's it.
Roll the credits, please.
Roll the credits. Because I don't... It's like the crack epidemic. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't know why you took the first smoke in a crack pipe. I don't know. I don't know why you want Breeze so bad. And some people have answered. They think it's because they're going to get young Tommy and young Ghost. And I'm going to tell you the truth about that too. I don't care about them either. I've seen all I needed to see about Ghost. And then now we dealing with his son. I don't care about Ghost no more. Sorry, y'all. He's always going to be the GOAT to me. But it's done. Y'all might as well keep going with the Ghost is alive theories. I'd rather that. I ain't gonna hold you. I'd rather that. But anyway. I'm not reading no more after this. The thing is, no one on the show fits the description that we know of. I'm sick of Bree's question too. Exactly. And then people are trying. They're like reaching so bad. They said that Abe is probably Bree's, and it was just like
famous.
Famous.
Somebody actually did a video saying, yes. I'm like, how? And to me, the person seemed like they just, you know how somebody just two-step through the whole thing? You're not getting to the point. You just two-stepping. You just two-stepping. What's the answer? You just two-stepping. It didn't make any sense, the video. That's all
in the name of love. Step in the name of love.
I shouldn't be singing that. I'm sorry, Lord.
Bring it back. You do the last I keep on stepping. Listen, it's hard to not keep singing.
We're not supposed to be singing the Pissy Pie Piper songs.
We sorry, Lord. He know our works.
I'm not supposed to be.
That's his talent, not the man. I'm gonna sing his songs now. Shoot, I don't care. Guys,
don't be judging over down here.
Love you all. Thank you so much coming through, laughing with us. We love you guys so much. We will see you in the next video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. Bye-bye.
Bye.